Operation Digital Pioneer Mission 6, Media Buying and Planning. Finally, we get to the good stuff. Now, media buying and planning is all about scaling your digital marketing strategy to the millions and millions of dollars of expenditure on media budgets per month or per year so that your company can grow and make hundreds of millions or billions of dollars from digital marketing strategies. And that's something that can be done through so many different techniques. But at this point, your entire digital marketing strategy has been well established. You have the basics installed. Everything is going very well. You've tested many banners, many landing pages, and now that you know what works best, your board of directors must have given you a much larger media budget to spend. And it's exciting because now we can really get our hands around some millions and millions of consumers. We can establish a huge market share. Instead of getting a 1% market share, let's get 10%, 25% market share. Let's make sure that we have a 100% market saturation. Oh, that's not the same thing as a market share. A market share is where people buy your junk, right? So 10% of all of the potential consumers that can buy from you, 10% of them will buy your products. You have a 10% market share. But 100% market saturation is where 100% of the people that can buy from you are aware of your brand name. That's branding, but it's also market saturation and market awareness. Now, this is really where media buying and planning comes in. Do not leave anything to chance. Every consumer has the right to know that you exist. Every consumer has the right to make a choice between you and your competitors, and only you can make sure that your company is visible to 100% of your target market. Only you can do that. Only your company can establish a 100% market saturation. And that's what this entire class, that's what the whole course is leading up to. 100% market saturation on a global scale. But we have to learn to run before we can sprint. And media buying and planning, that's running. Sprinting is doing it on a global scale. But the global aspect of it is in Mission 7. And that's when you're actually qualified to make the decision of which countries you want to target, which languages you want to focus on, and how big do you want your company to get. You will have your board of directors and your CEO behind you because you'll have all the reporting in place, and you will be putting your money where your mouth is because everything you say will come to pass. Over 2 years, Search Titans will guide you and mentor you, each student, to make sure that we actually deliver what we say we're going to deliver. You will deliver exactly what we say you will deliver to your board of directors and CEO, and then everyone's going to make a lot of money. That's the whole point. It all comes down to media buying and planning. This is the last stanchion where we can really learn to saturate the entire target market. Everybody will know your brand name. Everybody will know the price of your products and the quality. And everybody will have a decision to make. It's either you or your competitors. But it's up to you to make sure that they have the choice in the first place. And that's what media buying and planning is all about. Now we can talk about video SEO and content publication. What does that mean? Well, it's pretty complicated, but effectively we're talking about creating videos exclusively for SEO, but not on your website. We've already done that. We did that in Mission 2. This is Mission 6. We actually produce videos for SEO purposes for publishers, for third-party websites like CNN, National Geographic, Washington Post, New York Times, magazines that fit your particular demographics. We give them videos and articles that we produce, super high quality. We spend thousands of dollars just producing the videos and the articles, and we give it to another website to publish. That will get us a listing on the first page of Google for whatever keyword we want with a video. And of course, there's going to be a link on the page going back to our website. So on your website, which means that you'll have position 1 with your website, position 2 with this publisher website, position 3 with another publisher website. But you can only do that when you have hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in small micro videos designed to ask and answer questions that your consumers are currently asking. Then we move into display advertising, which is banner advertising, pop-ups, email marketing, really just get billions and billions of impressions every month, all in an attempt to establish a 100% market saturation. That's what display advertising is all about at the end. Now, we've been doing display advertising since Mission 2, and that's fine. But we've learned what works and what doesn't work. So now we can really pump the gas and push the maximum display advertising budgets that we can on the campaigns and the platforms that we already know works extremely well for us. And that's where we come in. Then we do conversion rate optimization all over again. Why? Because now we have 100% market saturation. This is no longer the good old days when we're focusing only on low-hanging fruit. Everybody wants to buy our junk. Super high conversion rate, wonderful. But now that we're doing media buying and planning, the conversion rate conversation changes altogether. Now we're going to have conversion rates that we focus on each campaign, each product in each campaign, each product in each campaign in each landing page. It gets extremely complex from this point forward. Now we can only work with Excel sheets to establish the conversion rates in different scenarios, so that we know where to invest more of our budget and where to invest less of our budget or more time. Woof. Conversion rate optimization never ends, but it gets very intense in Mission 6 because now we're talking about spending $10 million on one media platform, such as Bing or CNN or some other magazine that works really, really well for us, or maybe a football match, the Super Bowl commercial, for example. We're spending millions on that campaign. We need to establish a conversion rate optimization plan just for that campaign to ensure, guarantee that we have a much higher conversion rate from all of those people than we usually do. That's conversion rate round 6. And yes, there is a conversion rate optimization round 7. We're not even remotely done yet. But it gets really intense from this point forward. It gets a lot more intense in Mission 7 when we talk about global presence, languages, labels. Oh, Mission 7's rough on conversion rate optimization. But it's all about making the most money for the least amount of advertising budget. We're not trying to spend more money on advertising. We're trying to make more money. We're trying to make as much money as we can by spending as little as we can in order to get the maximum market saturation. Yeah, I got that right. I did the order in my head again. You should probably return and just click the back button on the video and listen to that again. But basically what we're trying to do here, we're trying to spend $10 million. But we're not trying to make 100 million. We're trying to make as much as we can. And in order to do that, we need to improve our conversion rate. Because we're already making a positive return on investment. Now it's a question of making even more money from the existing campaigns that we have. And it gets very, very intense in this lesson. Now we could talk about affiliate marketing for lead generation for services. We could talk about lead generation for newsletter improvement, for product sales, for so many different things. Affiliate marketing is actually the first job that I ever had in digital marketing in 2000. I was the very first affiliate marketing manager in all of France. There wasn't even such a thing as an affiliate manager before I had the title in 2000. In France. I worked for a company called Trade Doubler, which today is still a premium affiliate marketing network. And since then, I've had hundreds of affiliate marketing clients, both on publishers and on merchant side. And I have many, many techniques that I can share during the class that will get you a very high return on investment from affiliate marketing. Then we talk about video product and service call to action. Yeah. Now it's time to get serious. We've talked all about the conversations and getting that content out of you, but now after 6 seasons, after 6 missions, we're ready to talk about high-grade video production. And that's where one of my colleagues will come in, Ian Bly, who's the video producer Video production director for Search Titans, excuse me. Video production director for Search Titans will be guiding that particular lesson to teach all of the students how to create large scale video marketing campaign for products and for services, to the point where you have an entire playlist of videos just for a single product. Because we want to drown out all of the rest of the noise. And in the rest of the videos, you'll be seeing that Search Titans uses that technique ourselves. And so you'll be learning how to do that and how to implement it in Mission 6 for media planning, media buying and planning. Then we move on to media planning KPI strategy. So key performance indicators for media planning is unbelievably critical. The board of directors is going to be watching those KPIs daily, because they're giving you $20 million to spend. They're not going to wait 3 months to see if you're doing good. They're going to want weekly reports, daily reports in some cases. We're going to teach you how to do that. We're going to share it on Google Drive. We'll update it. We'll show you how to leave comments and notes. We'll show you the project plan that we've created to help project managers and board of directors follow the KPIs. It's quite comprehensive, and we make it very easy for the board of directors to follow the media planning KPIs. But it's very critical because we're spending so much money that errors are not allowed to happen. A small mistake can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars when you're talking about such large stakes. Then, of course, we do media planning projections, which is really less accurate than SEM and SEO projections, because you're talking about billions of impressions. You're talking about 100% market saturation. There's no way to calculate exactly how much money you're going to make, but it's fun to try. And then you can put money, you can bet like $10 with your colleagues to see if you're going to go over or below the projections. That's just if you're a gambleaholic like me. And then moving on with finally, we talk about digital media planning habits. Yes, more habits. Every single day, you need to look at your digital marketing campaigns, your media buying and planning campaigns, in a completely different way than you would normally look at SEO and SEM. Now you're looking at the performance of A/B testing ads, A/B testing landing pages every single day. You should have hundreds of landing pages in a queue waiting to be tested against various marketing campaigns, and every single day you should spend at least 2 hours reviewing the ads, the landing pages, the source of traffic, the consumer type, everything, the time of day, the time of week. You should be preparing to pause campaigns months in advance, because you know you're not going to make any sales on Valentine's Day if you sell shotguns. Well, that depends on who you ask, I guess. But if you sell shotguns, probably not a good idea to invest $10 million on Valentine's Day, because it's probably going to be your girlfriend that buys the shotgun and shoots you because you forgot Valentine's Day. It only happened twice. It's just, Anyway, the point I'm making is that there are different holidays where you need to increase your budget 20 times more than you would on a normal day, and others where you should shut down all marketing. Like, weekends don't work for most companies. Shut it down. From 11 o'clock at night to 6 a.m. in the morning, you might not get any sales, but you will incur a cost. So shut down the campaigns during those times, etc., etc., etc. These daily planning habits will ensure that you improve your marketing every day and that you catch any mistakes instantly. Daily, you will catch mistakes that you make so that you refuse to lose money for your company. You refuse to lose money in your digital marketing campaigns. As long as you refuse to do that, that means that your daily planning habits include checking the performance of every ad, every landing page, and every campaign. This will give your board of directors absolute confidence in your abilities. Guessing and knowing something, just because I'm good at what I do doesn't mean that I know what's going on, right? But the board of directors will know that you know what's going on every single day, because you have digital media planning habits that are just etched in stone. And yes, this really does take us to about half of the day just on daily habits. Between 4 and 5 hours every day of daily habits is a lot. And that means that you'll only have about 3 hours a day, 3 to 4 hours a day for creativity. But we'll also help you prepare for work that needs to be done months, years into the future, so that you're not constantly trying to catch up. Instead, you're constantly running to stay 6 months ahead of the competition, to stay 6 months ahead of your board of directors, to make sure that your bonus is in the bank when you ask for it, because you put it there. You earned it for your company using your daily habits. You told your bosses what you're expecting for a bonus. They laughed in your face. And now when you report to them and you show them that you did exactly what you said you were going to do, and there's my bonus money, they're not going to laugh anymore. They're just going to smile and say, okay, fair enough. Here's your money. Here's your bonus. Man, that was really good. Hey, could you do that again and I'll give you the same bonus? Yeah. I've had that conversation. I've actually done that many times. Most of my colleagues earn their bonuses because they choose to earn it, not because they hope that maybe some recognition will blah, blah, blah. There is no recognition. There's money. You bring money to the board of directors and you tell them that you want a specific bonus from this improved performance. You'll make them laugh, but you give them 6 months notice. You say, I don't want your bonus right now. I'm telling you that 6 months from now, when you look back to this conversation, you're not going to laugh anymore when I tell you that you're going to give me a big bonus and this is how much I'm hoping that you'll give me based on this particular performance and these projections. They will be so incredibly happy to give you that tiny little bonus, which doesn't mean anything to them. It means everything to you. But to them, your performance in the company will outshine any reward that they can give you. I will teach you how to earn your bonus 6 months before you get it, and then monitor the performance of your earning capacity within your company. And every board of directors will be super happy that you're trying to get a bonus, because that means you're trying to make them more money. And when you succeed, they will be so happy to give you that money. And most likely, they'll be even more gratified to give you even more money, maybe even a promotion or a raise or something to that effect. But the bonus, that's non-negotiable. If you bring in the money and they agreed that kind of improvement in revenue and profit margins is worth this much in bonus, you have 6 months now to execute that strategy. And that's what we're going to talk about in Mission 7. Between Mission 6 and Mission 7 is 6 months. Why? Because this is a really big deal. You can't do this in 3 months. You're going to have to fail a lot and get it right. You're going to have to restructure the strategy, and we will be here. Search Titans will be right next to you, helping you and holding your hand throughout the digital marketing, media planning, strategy, and implementation over 6 months to make sure you reach your bonus level. Because the better you do, the better Search Titans looks. It's just that simple, right? And the more money you make, well, the bigger your bonus.